Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 209. We're currently playing as Kaiser Baldwin III, the Good of the Holy Roman Empire and other associated places. He's the son of Kaiser Almeric II, who himself is the grandson of Kaiser Almeric I. Now, we're not at war, but, you know, we've got some things to do, mainly just to escalate the time. Let's unpause and go for it. Oh, 1st of January. Hopefully we don't lag out again. Ah, there we go. Whew! Yeah, last time I clicked the tech button at exactly the same time, but it went to the 1st of January. Not great. Anyway, we're slowly increasing our cultural technology, and we're looking to get religious customs based on that. And of course, military tech is going along slowly. My grandson here, Ludofinger, fucking hell, lacks a guardian. We're going to actually educate him for stewardship, I believe. Yeah, he's not in the line of succession, so that's what we'll do. With my steward. There we go. Fucking Ludofinger, it's just ridiculous. We could just go to war with some random people. Oh, it looks like our man up north is taking more and more pieces of Agra. Yeah, he's got one province left to go. He's already the Duke of, like, Karelia and Verbetsk. He actually owns a lot of land, all of this shit. Where does he actually have land, though? Karjala? Which is in Karelia. Orsha, which is down in Verbetsk. Verbetsk itself. Helenv and Zirain. We could take Karelia and Karjala off him. And I actually think that's what we'll do. He doesn't like us, but he doesn't like us partly because... Okay, let's have a look at this. Why does Duke Fyodoric of Verbetsk and Karelia not like us? Well, he's got an opinion of us of 2. Which, you know, that's not great. So, first, state diplomacy, plus 29. That's this here. I believe it's half of your state diplomacy as, you know, as an opinion boost. Minus 25 for bitter. Not sure what that's about. Minus 20 for dishonorable. That's because somebody blabbed that we were trying to kill somebody. Plus 7 for long reign. That's our ticking opinion score. Plus 10 for minimum feudal levies. That's one of our laws. Minus 5 for primogeniture succession. Fair enough. Plus 10 for free investiture. Sure. Minus 20 for high crown authority. Okay. We have high crown authority in some places. Of course we do. Plus 16 for tech. That's let me check that. That's this here. Plus 16 for feudal vassal opinion. Excuse me. Plus 5 for being the same dynasty. He's a Littlefinger. We're a Littlefinger. Minus 20 because he desires the kingdoms of Ruthenia and Finland. That's minus 20 each. Let's skip over those for a moment because we've got plus 5 for me being a pilgrim, plus 10 for me being kind, and plus 20 for my prestige. Now, those 2 minus 20s because he desires various kingdoms. The kingdom of Ruthenia and Finland. This is the problem with having a duke of multiple places. You see, he's got holdings in Ruthenia and in Finland. If we get rid of his Finland holding, he will no longer desire to be king of Finland. So let's handle that. The first thing we do is we take the Duchy of Karelia away from him. If we don't take the duchy away and take the province away, he may start revoking other provinces to get land back there. Thank you. Also, we may form the Duchy of Ugar and give it to somebody else and then transfer some shit around. Anyway, we've got a claim on Karelia, and now we need a claim on Karjala. Pope's gonna hate us, but, you know. Oh look, we've got over minus 1,000 for asking for claims. That's exceptional. Good on us. Alright, you. I'm going to revoke Karelia. Oh, okay, so this province here has shifted to the Kingdom of Arabia, presumably through some sort of inheritance bullshit. I am immediately going to declare war on him for that land. Excuse me. Oh, we don't need that guy in Algeciras. And we'll also attack some of his other land as well, just because, you know, it's what we do. And it'll help us win the war. Unfortunately, we've had to cancel the feast because of that. I forgot that we were actually having a feast. It's not a big deal. Alright, so he's taken, or lost Karelia and accepted that. Now we just take Kajala off him real quick. He has now rebelled. And interestingly enough, okay, so what's actually happened here? This is honestly a bit of a bug. I asked him to lose Kajala. He'd already given it away. And then because, like, he'd already given it away to this guy, because he'd lost the demands limit, because he did that, because he's lost it like that, he's then come along and said, well, I can't say yes, I accept losing that land, because he doesn't have it anymore. So he said, okay, well, fuck you then, sort of thing. So now we have to fight a war with him. Shouldn't be too hard. Which is what she said. And we'll eventually get what we want anyway. We do need to give away the Duchy of Karelia, but we're not going to be able to do that for a little bit of time, because we'd end up giving it to, like, this guy. That's actually who we'll give it to. Can we give it to him right now? We can. What we'll have to do is give these lands to him later on, so that's sorted for the moment, and now we just have to deal with the Holy Roman Revolt. Not too much of a problem. What's the attrition like there? 19. Okay, so we're actually going to take our guys down there because there will be no attrition down there. We've lost some leaders on this side of things. So let's just try and get them back. I don't think I have any on Teshin. Awesome. It's a very small battle up here in Aland. I don't think this revolt is going to have much in terms of legs, if that makes any sense. But I should be able to put it down very quickly. I mean, I've just removed his ticking war score with this particular siege. I have an army up here that I've forgotten about completely. You know, I don't actually need to move the Oberbayern army. Back you go, boys. We'll be fine. And I don't believe we're actually going to have a war goal. Yeah, the ticking war score in this case for us. For him, it's if he holds all of his lands, he gets a ticking war score, and I believe for us, it's if we hold all of his lands, we get a ticking war score. It's very biased towards him. That's fine. It's kinda supposed to be. We're going to attack this one because we are taking a fair amount of attrition in that province for, you know, reasons. Oh, shipbuilding in Österreich has also been increased, so good. I guess. Okay, so this place has been completely occupied. Just sort of head up and just do random ones. There's not a lot of movement going up there in Finland, so we're just going to handle things as they come. Okay, that should have given us a bit more supply, but it hasn't, so we're just going to have to keep on beating our way around here. Slight fight up here. We're going to try and take out this army and then move into his actual proper territory, so just sweep through like that. He is going to try and move out and fail. I believe we've absolutely crushed him. Yep. We still have a little baron here and there, which is kind of amusing, but you know. So we're already at 35% war score. And we're going to be pushing for him to surrender, of course, because everything else is stupid. "12 days and we'll assault that place." I'm gonna just assault this one real quick, because I'm really getting annoyed at this attrition. Which doesn't seem like it's going away. Peasant revolt in the Seka land. Which is right next to this army right here. Good work, boys. Like, seriously, good work. Trade post, whatever. See, all we do is just take key holdings, and that gets us more than enough war score to do what we want to do. We're already at 50%. We've barely even fought this war. We should give these guys an actual leader, though. Looks like the Arabians are fighting Medina as well. They're defending against him. Wow. Picked the worst time to inherit some land off me, buddy. Well, at least he understands he's losing. Ah, my daughter, my child, requires an education. She's got straight 2s and everything, so... Well... This guy, my steward. Okay, and he's got more land down here that we'll just walk on over to and start taking. So yeah, it's a little annoying that he did that thing that he did, but ultimately I think this is better for us because reasons. Shh, reasons. There's our peace offer from Arabia. Done. Gave us exactly what we wanted. And now he can go on to fight Medina as he's, well, lose to Medina most likely. Which is amazing that he can lose to Medina. Looks like the Egyptian revolt have some trade posts in our area. Now, we don't currently have a truce against the Egyptian revolt. We have a truce against the King of Egypt. So, you know. Alright. Let's handle that. We only have two trade posts in our area, but hey, any excuse to beat them down. Good, we've successfully gotten that one, so we can just put those troops back. Get rid of some of these messages. Okay, I believe that my grandson here, Wilhelm, is trying to improve his intrigue, and that's good because it's one of the only things he can actually improve. Because he's fucking exceptional. And his wife still wants to have a child. Ah, they have had a child. Bruno. Bruno is not a genius. Whatever. %61%. Yeah, he knows he's losing. We captured this guy in battle. Not quite sure who he is. And as I say that, once again, the lawn blower starts up outside. I swear to God. What the fuck? Actually, I was mistaken last episode, I believe it was, or the episode before that, when I was all, oh, the lawn blower started up outside. Nope, that was a concrete cutter. Seriously, just a concrete cutter. Just what the fuck? What's even going on out there? Anyway, we've won this revolt here, and this army can go back to what it was doing, which presumably was what we call dicking around. You know, I'm just going to leave them there. They don't need to actually fight. It's this war down here that needs to be prosecuted quickly, because otherwise, otherwise the actual revolt here against Egypt may be declared over. And it may actually be, because 69% in favour of the revolutionaries. Let's see if we can change that. We are, of course, hostile to Egypt, but we're not going to try and fuck with them. Was this place one with the actual other... Yeah, this one in here. So we'll just raise up our troops there to just destroy the 10 guys that are sitting around. And then get rid of it. Thank you. Yeah, see, that siege just resolved itself nice and quickly. And so will this one, honestly. We barely have to fight the dude's armies. We're so taking his duchy off him, though. The hell is she? I'll be merciful. Yeah, so the problem here is most of these places have a lot of guys behind them. What's this? It's a peace offer from my revolutionary comrade here. He surrenders fully. Done. Loser. You can go back to there, you guys can go back up to here. Now, he's in jail for a good reason. Because we're going to take Verbetsk off him. You are no longer a duke. He is a traitor. Our vassals will not object. It's just done. We've just done that. So you can see here that's all changed. Now the words have changed. All that's good. Now what I need to do is come to this guy. This guy's going to have some... Yes, he wants control of Kajala. Well, he should probably have control of Kajala. Done. He should honestly also have control of this guy, but this guy has a lot of stuff too. He has Vesterbotten, that place up there, and that place. So he's got places in 3 different duchies. Wow. We may change him up. But what we need to do is find Verbetsk down here and say... You, Count Dietmar of Minsk. You are now the Duke of Verbetsk. Now, we're not going to do that just yet, because I've just realised something as the board has flashed up. This guy here that we have in jail has 4 counties. 2 of them are up here in Agra. We're going to get rid of those from him. Now, we can't do it right now because he's... we can't do it without getting claims on them, because you're only allowed to revoke 1 title for the rebellion. Now let's see if we can revoke from while he's in jail. What was that? Hilanv? Yep. And it immediately happens. He can't object to it because he's in jail. And I think we'll give them to this gentleman here. The kitchen is truly a wonderful place, filled with delicious things and smells, but it worries me that Gunzel spends all his time here, when he should be practicing sword fighting and learning how to rule. So we can force him how to fight, 80% chance of brave, 10% of gluttonous, 10% of craven, or 80% chance of gluttonous and 20% chance lose 1 martial. 80% chance of gaining the brave trait, no contest. No contest at all. Come on, Pope, get back to me. Thank you, Pope. And we give that to this guy here. Now I have noticed that it's been all, oh, you can't form Agra for some reason. Because this guy is on it, the Steward of Perm. We can't usurp it before the 13th, before 29th of September next year. That's fine. That is absolutely fine, and a lot of people are leaving factions and factions are disbanding. That's all good. I believe we still have a duchy that we need to get rid of. Yep. It's probably Verbetsk down here. And we can actually straight on get rid of that now. So, Verbetsk, and it is literally only that little bit of land in there. Good. And that's technically sorted things for a little bit of time. I do need to come to this guy and say, hey, you shouldn't have all this land, buddy. Give up some of it. And we will do that in a moment. But we've got to wait just for the New Year's lag to piss off. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, and we still have a war that we're trying to win down here. 11.6% in independence. That's alright. Yeah, we are still totally trying to win this war. It's coming along. So, in the meantime, up here, Vasterbotten, this gentleman, I'm going to just take this one here off you, buddy. Again, this is draining our piety like you wouldn't believe. A lot of faction movement. Nice. This woman here escaped, that's fine. We lose a slight bit of prestige for that, but, you know, whatever. Revoke it. Yep. And then we give it to this dude. Because he'll want it. I believe. Oh, no, we give it to this dude. He'll want it. Yes. Now, one thing we could do is... Let's see. Yes, Norland should own that, and Trondelag should own that, but yeah. I don't care terribly much. This guy here's going to be shitty that people aren't actually... No? Okay. I thought he was going to be shitty because he should own these 2 places. Oh, whatever. Okay, I'm done with messing up around up there. Let's win this war. Technology is in a position where we can increase it. We're going to have so many spare economy tech points. It's going to be stupid. I wonder if there's a cap. There's a cap in Europa Universalis, and it's designed like that. It's a little weird. The cap is higher for lower tech nations, or like sub-Saharan nations and things like that. But yeah, it's designed so that you can't just save up a lot of points and slam through into the higher levels of tech. I explained some of this last episode, I believe, but we'll go over it in more detail when we actually play Europa. Just because, well, then it'll be easier for me to, just go over what I'm talking about. I appreciate the job you're doing, Chaplain, but yeah, those plus 60 from improved relations would be exceptional normally, but it's the minus 1065 that we're really concerned about there. Like, seriously. Hey, independence only is 9.7. It's led by the Pope. The Pope is not going to stop leading that. It's just very simple. We might be able to get the Doges out of it. 2 Doges in it, but yeah. 9.7% is nothing. Well, it's not nothing. It's obviously a figure, but, let's do a building check. This one's going to be built soon, in the 27th of June. Good on it. I'm deliberately skipping the ones that I remember. So, Nardabayan, Passau, and Oberbayern are all fully constructed. Znojmo is going to get there soon. November this year, we can start the final construction. When's this one constructed? June. So June and November are the dates. Oh, and hey, is this one actually done? Yeah, Innsbruck is also done. Very nice. Yeah, right, so we'll come back and check on those in June, because that's about when a lot of those buildings are actually going to be done getting built. Oh, what's this? Betrothed can marry. So the Kaiser of Britannia has finally grown up. He looks pretty exceptional, and he'd like to marry Christine, his betrothed. Done. So now she's over in London being, Kaiserin. And he's a proper Kaiser, so they should have lots of lovely little Immerdinga Littlefinger babies. And now we're allied to Britannia, so there is that. He's not at war, is he? No, he's got a truce with the the Prince of Ireland. A Prince of Ireland. This guy. That was a war that we helped him out with last time. It still weirds me out that Volga Bulgaria own Orkney. I mean, really? Really, guys? Anyway, this war. Let's go ahead and win it. Oh, look at that! We actually have a ticking war goal from controlling all trading posts in the Holy Roman Empire. That's bizarre. How come it works this time? And he's accepted that he's lost the war, so we're just going to send that offer to him and have our guys fuck off in the meantime. My daughter here is of legal age. She is a fortune builder. That's the second best stat there. And let's marry her to... Yeah, King of Mali, why not? Yeah. Well, it's a betrothal. He's offered us peace, but I've already offered him peace, and there it is. Beautiful. Good. And that kid accepted the betrothal. Yep, so now you can see Thrace is actually totally dominating this section. If Damietta gets another holding here, another province... Sorry, another trade post here, it'll make this, I believe, neutral. but we're holding up here because we've got these two here, so they'd need to get two there as well. Excuse me. What I'm hoping is that Thrace gets this one down here and one of these ones up here. We completely own the Levantine Sea because we've got all of this shit down here. And apparently we don't own the coast of Teredo, even though, well, they should. I don't know exactly how that's working. And the main thing that the Egyptian revolt, or, you know, Damietta have is this land up here, which is interesting. What's this? That's Solano up there. Nice. I'm very happy with how this has gone. Let's go to War of Tangiers. Well, we'll see if we can. To start with. We totally can. He is also in a war with Mali. He apparently believes he should have some land down there, and you know what? Honestly, he should. And he's got a host war as well, which is not great for him. No, I'm going to declare an embargo war on him. These guys need a character. That guy will do. And we'll just send him down that way. Now, where are these trade posts? Okay, there's one there. One there. One there. And one there that we can't raise local levies for because it must be part of this guy's stuff. Is that it? That seriously looks like it is it. They wouldn't have anything over here. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now you'll note that we're not hostile to this adventurer army, which is a little odd. But you don't become hostile to. It's a little weird. If somebody is at war with a guy you declare war on, you don't become hostile to them. Only if it's a civil war or if that person would be their nominal liege or something like that. So just don't worry too much about it. It'll honestly tell you if that may happen. And if it does, well, great. You can start influencing other wars. The only downside is if you're not on top of your game, sort of thing. Like if you're not in the position that we're in here and kicking the shit out of people, then... No, I'm going to take this place. Wow. This place has already been pre-sieged for me. Here's one that I prepared earlier, I guess. But yes, if you're only sort of just going to win your war, and, you know, alternative hostile armies pop up, that's a problem for you. Yeah, have a claim. I mean, you know, it's something you'll have to deal with, but just deal with it when it shows up. Just manage things, really. We're totally assaulting this stuff. Good, plus opinion in Pisa. This stuff is weak as. And that's what pre-sieging does. We're already at 22%. Ah, and more opinion with the Pisan. That should drop him out of the independence faction if he was actually, you know, sitting in it, which he was, but now he's left it. And so now we're going to reallocate our steward, not our steward, our diplomat, our chancellor, to Thrace. Or Frake. Whichever. Yeah, you're totally losing that territory, buddy. I won't fight you for... Actually, I will probably fight him for it. It's only perm. Now what I'll probably do is take the duchy and give it to this guy here, Count Johann, and be all like, hey, you're a duke, that land should probably be yours. I may help him out with it. Let's move our army over. When the time is right, which I believe was fairly soon. Oh hey, speaking of, June's come and gone, so we've got buildings to build. Or we could just wait until the 30th of August and just see what happens there. Pretty sure we won't have anything left to build there. Yep. Yeah, because we don't have shipbuilding for that. Alright. Fair enough. Just checking. It's important to check things. These guys have already started building jousting lists, so good on them. It's one that's done in November. These guys could use a bit of a help. And this one here was also going to be done in October. Alright, good enough. We'll check it again in November. No, trade post. Just going to attack that one. Thank you. Maybe we have to hold our trade posts in their land as well. I mean, that would be weird, but maybe that's a thing. Like for the ticking war score. You know what? We're going to try that. So we're going to head along the coast. I don't know specifically which ones they've taken. That one there. And that one there. Okay. They'll probably take the other ones in due time, but you know, we can see what we can see. Really? Why do you not like me? Oh, I revoked a title of yours at some point. Have some gold and shut the fuck up. Okay, so that's a trade post victory there, thank you. And we'll just sort of move on like that. That, I believe, it was this one? Yes. So we'll move through this army, which is good. I mean, they'll move out, but you know, whatever. They were besieging a trading post that I wanted them to not besiege, so good on me. And now we have a fight. Very good. Cozzello, my grandson, requires a guardian. Looks like he'll be a good monk, so we'll educate him for learning. A lot of advancements. Church infrastructure in Tyrol, that's a good one. Thank you. And church infrastructure in Nuremberg. Very nice. And they've already started to build a cathedral there, so good on them. The Duke of Adrianopolis left independent, so now there's only 7.6% in there. There's more in the Count Wilhelm for the Holy Roman Empire one. Okay, so now we do have all of the trade posts back, but obviously that's not part of it. Nope, won't accept his loss. Okay, well, I'm going to come back over here and beat up this army here because they're annoying me by trying to besiege my stuff. And let's usher in the new year with no lag. Yep, excellent. And there's our peace offer. good. That's exactly what we wanted. Head on back up to Algeciras. Looks like Damietta actually lost a lot of trade points up here as well. That's interesting. Maybe one of the trade families died? Like, died out? That can happen. Basra is doing strong. That's beautiful. Alright, let's keep going. Oh hey, we had buildings that were going to finish in November, didn't we? Yep, we certainly did. I think the other one was down here. I could be mistaken. Shit, I don't remember. Ah, yeah, it was this one here with the jousting lists, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, we're all good. Oh, one title could be usurped, the Duchy of Agra. We're going to usurp it because that isn't going to cost us piety. And, well, honestly, we can totally usurp it and give it to this fellow who would want it. Yes. Duchy of Agra. Sorted. So now we do have that de jure ducal claim against Perm. Alright. We could have pre-moved, but yeah. Doesn't really matter too much. Quick battle. I don't actually know, do these guys have enough leaders? They do. We are taking attrition in there, so I'm interested in getting this done as soon as possible. Patience is a virtue, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. My grandson Gunzel never loses his temper, etc, etc, etc. So Gunzel can get +1 intrigue, +5. I can get 5 prestige. Gunzel will get the patient trait. You know what? He's not all that important, but you know, fine. It's good. It's good to see. Come on. There we go. That was a negative Chancellor event there, but it was only for some mayor of a town, not the Doge himself, so not terribly concerned. Now, I'm not going to actually invade Perm and start fighting around in here because they have the worst supply limits ever. I'm just going to take this province and then sit my guys here so that they can't move. And defeat this army here as well, of course. Okay, looks like our steward died and is no longer guardian for 2 of our guys. So we need a new steward. Let's, the Duke of Genoa, because he would like to be. And we'll set him to gathering taxes, of course. Then we need to find 2 new children. She's more martially inclined now, isn't she? So let's educate her for martial instead of the other thing. And what about the other one? Stewardship, definitely for him. Sorted. Back to the war. Took an easy victory, so we're at 50%. If I were him, I wouldn't give up. But we have that ticking war score, and I'm just going to sit my guys down over here. Everything will be fine. That must have been an old message there. You do get a very slight amount of military tech from fighting people, but it's still like only a month's worth of something like that. It's kind of pathetic, to be honest. When is this Pope gonna die? I mean, seriously. And up here definitely has enough supply limit for our guys, so we just get to wait there. He could come through Volga, Bulgaria. But, well... Oh, we actually have de jure claims on Orkney, Faraya, and Haljetland. So we could take that back because it is part of... it is totally part of one of the kingdoms. At the moment, you can see here, it's actually being incorporated into the Khanate of Volga, Bulgaria. We could stop that if we wanted to. I kind of don't. I kind of think it'll be funny for it to be part of Volga, Bulgaria. You know, just on the face of it. It amuses me. Yeah, so we're totally just going to sit here, buddy, and everything will be fine. For me, and not for you. Okay, so there's our plus opinion with the Doge of Thrace. That's great. That should see him leave the independence faction, or at least strongly reconsider his motivations for being in it. So we'll have that nice boundary. I think that's actually what we originally said that we were going to have, and we only gave up Agra for like some sort of random reason. My unwed daughter, this one probably, has been indiscreet. She has been hiding her pregnancy from me and now presents me with her child. Pay heavily to deal with it quietly. So my spy master will advise me on how to deal with my daughter's bastard child. The child is of my blood, and I will take care of both of them. That would give us the kind trait. We already have the kind trait. And it is Princess Katharina, so yes, it is the one that we've betrothed to Mali. Or punish her harshly and give away the child, which is she would gain the chaste trait and lose 1 point of health. We don't want her to have the chaste trait. And there's a 25% chance of us getting the cruel trait, which I don't want because that's negative vassal opinion. So, child is of my blood. So here you go, Arnulf von Grosseto. And he is obviously an illegitimate bastard, and we can't legitimize him because he's not actually our kid. I think the Doge of Thrace just died in some suspicious circumstances. Yeah, this is a new one. Good thing is, he likes us. A fair amount. Okay, betrothed can marry. Yeah, good thing we didn't make her chaste, because wow. And yep, off you go, lads. Okay, I've lost the patient trait. That's right. Good. They've gotten married. Good work, good work. Okay, so I lost a patient trait, and that's removed a little bit of my stuff, but that's alright. Just when you get older, you start losing traits. It's a little annoying. Only 3.7% in that particular thing. Wife's pregnant, presumably to me. Let's head up back here and see what's happening with the war. Absolutely nothing. Well, we'll just sort of wait it out, I guess. A daughter was born to my daughter and my son-in-law, called Magnus. Sorry, a son and a daughter, so... Ah, yes, twins. So Magnus is twins to Hedwig. Twins get an opinion bonus against each other. So, you know, it's a nice little touch. Money for a trade post. This is not one I care about, so no. We're going to chance the change of the year up here, I think. Well, depending on what happens. As we're coming really up close to it, and we're only at the 50-minute mark. You know what? We're not going to chance that, are we? We're going to let it go till... Oh, fuck me. We died. We died. Kaiser Baldwin III has gone to the Lord at age 55. He died a natural death. Long live Kaiser Egbert. So be it. Well, the good news is that our wife is a genius. And strong. Lesbian, but you know, that's fine. And we are ambitious, so that's a good start. We're apparently celibate, so that's annoying, but doesn't matter, we've had our sons. We're also shy, which isn't great. We're charitable, that's good. Rough, honest, diligent. And grey eminence. We need to pick an ambition. Let's improve our martial ability. We could pick having a daughter, but I doubt that's actually going to happen. Alright. An army up there, which we need to just piss off. We do have too much land. And that's because we own goddamn St. Gallen. So we're going to give St. Gallen away. To Egbert here. Yeah, because he's going to age up soon and be all like, hey, I want stuff. So I'll give him St. Gallen because St. Gallen is shit. Council. Well, we'll make our son Chancellor. Get a better Marshal. Duke of Normandy should be good enough. Thank you. You can set to train troops in Oberbayern. Actually, no, he was supposed to be researching military tech, I think. We'll see, we'll see. We can change that later. We do need a new steward. Duke of Cyprus would be good enough. We definitely need a spy master. The Duke of Spoleto, he'll do fine. And I'll send him to study tech somewhere. Wow, there are not many places that are better than us at tech. I think only this province down here. Let's see, what's that actually escalating us in? Shipbuilding. Good. That's fine. And we need a new chaplain. So, Deitwin. And Deitwin can immediately go and start talking to the Pope. On that note, the Pope is going to like us. So, that's a plus. I don't need to monitor you guys anymore. Thanks, though. Yeah, so that's that. Let's just check out our vassals. Yeah, so we do have a bit of dislike in there. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll have a tournament and all that sort of stuff. These children need to be educated. Frida, you need to be educated in, let's say diplomacy for you, sure. Or no. We're going to educate Frida in order to boost our opinion with somebody. The Duke of Antioch. All we need to do with that is make it positive. Now, Princess Jut could be educated in anything. It's fine. Yeah, this guy. Why not? Ludolf is my nephew. I don't believe that his education will give anybody a positive opinion of me, so we'll educate him for stewardship. Yep, she'll do. And the last one, Gunzel. Alright, because Gunzel was being educated by, well, by the Kaisers, so let's keep that going. Right. We do still have this de jure claim that we're pressing. Alright, let's just go on to December. See how the factions go in the meantime. I'm not expecting too much trouble, but hey, you never know. The clergy is not satisfied with collecting a tithe from all free peasants. They demand the right to collect an extra tithe, etc., etc., etc. Sets a revolt risk for plus temple tax or minus opinion of this dude. Peasants would starve. I won't allow it. Yeah, factions all over the goddamn place. 12.8 in Prince Wilhelm, 8.9 in Independence. Right, we still have our Chancellor kicking around somewhere, so... the Prince Mayor of Hansa despises us. So let's try and butter him up a little bit, because he's worth a fair... Actually, he's also really old, so fuck him. He'll die at some point. Really? We have this guy in jail? Why? Oh, is the Italian Duke of Venice? Were we trying to do something with Venice? I don't know. If we release him, it's plus 15 opinion of everybody though, so we'll do that and just pay him a little bit of gold. Say, sorry for your trouble, bro. Okay, so that has reduced some people's dislike of me. But a lot of them are just going to be shitty because they're ambitious. Alright, we'll just send our bloke over to the Hansa, that'll do. And the Hansa live up here in Rostock. What's currently in Rostock? Typhoid. I'm not going to send him up into a typhoid area. That would be dumb. Instead, the Duke of Aragon, who is currently lurking in Zaragoza. Wonderful. Alright, we'll just go to the 25th of December, and then we'll call it for this episode. There we go. So, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll get to them as soon as possible. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you would like to subscribe to see more, well, do that thing that I just said. In the meantime, though, I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.